Question 3c is again worth 4 marks, so again you'd be only spending 5 minutes on this. But it's a little bit different in the sense that you're not explaining what the main difference between the two interpretations is like you did in 3b. You've got to explain a reason why they might be different. Now, this is where you need to bring in the sources again. So again, when you get to this question, you should have already answered question 3a, so you know what the sources are. You know that one's to do with the domestic aspects of Nazi policies, and you know that one's to do with work. So what you do is you match up the interpretations with the sources, and that is the reason, or might be the reason, why these interpretations have different views. So the key thing is to identify that main difference, and it is the difference that you would say interpretations interpretations 1 and 2 give different views about Nazi policies towards women because they may have used different sources. And it's really important that you stress that they may have used different sources. Okay, now what you then have is you have two sources and you have two interpretations, and what we've done here is we've edited so you can see both of them. Usually in the real exam, physical, you would have a source pack, interpretations pack as well, so you could look at them and you could physically draw arrows or highlight which ones that link to each other, and that's what you have to do next. So you'd say, for example, interpretation 1 may have used source and then whichever source it links to. Because, and explain why. Don't just state that it's linked to it. Explain why. Because it holds the same view, that, and whatever the view is. Then do the exact same thing, but again, you're comparing. So again, like 3b, you want some comparative language. So again, however, or on the contrary, or whatever. On the other hand, whatever phrase you'd like to use. However, interpretation 2 may have used source and the other one, and then explain why as well. Okay, so follow that formula. You cannot go wrong with this question. Again, 5 minutes tops. That's how long it should take you, because it's only worth 4 marks. But make sure you start with that sentence. They are different, or they hold different views because they may have used different sources. Okay, that's how you answer that question.